A cute assassin girl comes to become employed as an average teen boy's personal maid. Wow, what an innovative and original plot. Why does the anime industry keep telling me that in order to get into a relationship, I'll have to wait for a girl to literally follow the sky and crush my mashed potato brains? Is there any chance that this series has any actual reason to exist? Well, I actually guess so, since I'm the one who wrote it. I guess the delusions of my syphilitic riddled brain can actually write a cute and heartwarming romance story. Kimi wa Meido-san is the long-awaited sequel to Kaichou wa Maid-sama that I've been waiting for all these years. So, today we'll be talking about Kimi wa Maid-sama. So, Kurt, what did you think about this? Huh?
What do you think I thought about it?
I think if this is anything, well, like I said, this is the sequel to Kaichou wa Maid-sama, and if it's anything to go by, you adored it.
I unironically when I was going through and watching all the first episodes of shows, this is one of the few that I sat and watched the whole first episode. Like, Nani? I didn't skip around. I just watched it.
Holy shit!
Wait,
I know.
You watch it at actually 1x, not 1.5x?
I don't watch stuff at 1.5x. Who would do that? So I went, and when I was sampling, I actually watched it because I felt like the animation of specifically Yuki was so great. You can see like individual like hairs on her, like when they do these like super extreme close-ups.
Yeah.
Right. It'll be like, and you'll see these like very detailed eyebrows or eyes or hair, and then the bell is like, it's very well animated. And then when but then you could look at the other 50% of the animation, and you're like, oh, all the budget went to the super close, the extreme close-ups of
all of the budget
Yuki.
went to Yuki. Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, I get what type of anime this is. I understand now, because the main guy, he got that Lego hair, you know. He's Yugi Moto, baby.
he's got your rom-com protagonist design.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you could tell though that the love went into Yuki.
Yeah, and only her, and nothing else.
Because I'm actually familiar with this series. I have been following with the manga. Okay. But one of the things I loved about Yuki's design is like they're just like small things that, like, kind of how you appreciated the animation, but like when with her hair, I like the asymmetrical design of it. How she kind of has like a spiky sides to it.
No, I agree.
Yeah, which kind of gives off a sense of like she's refined, but then she's also got this like rough exterior. Yeah. And one of the things that I really like started trying to pay attention to was I noticed with her eye, she's got the very blank monotone eye color, and I was wondering how they made her character look not attractive is not the right word, but appealing. Like what makes her design look good? Because you know
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
but also that was come on. You set that one up for me, man. Yeah. That was a
fucking bitch. Stop doing that, Mike.
That was a fucking that was a T-ball, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course.
Of course.
And it has to be appealing.
Yeah, appealing. But so without the highlights, you know, you can have a really creepy design with doing that. And so I noticed that the way they circumvent that uncanny valleyness or whatever you want to call it is they inverted the color of her pupil, so her pupil is white, not black. So that's why you kind of get a sense of light through it. And I think that's also a very like apt metaphor for her character, is like the pupil is like the light in the tunnel that she kind of her hopes of living a normal life, and she's lived this life of darkness and
I will actually bring that up.
Okay.
I think that the balance between the slice of lifey parts and the reveal of her past, even the main character, obviously there's some sort of there's a past there, right, that we're gonna talk about, right? There's some sort of divorce, right? There's darkness to them, right?
Yeah.
I think that, in fact, when I watched the show, it reminded me a lot of a show that you love, and it made sense why you wanted to watch this show.
Okay.
Do you know what show I'm about to say?
Komi?
No.
Violet Evergarden.
Yes! So this show...
those were the two that
This show is like... I feel like it could learn a lot from Violet Evergarden. Because I feel like what Violet Evergarden does so well is it blends the slice of lifey parts. And it's like, oh, we're doing the slice of lifey thing? Oh, here's this thing from her past.
Yeah.
That comes out, and you can see her be able to analyze what is happening to her in the present, and then also to help cope or deal with what happened to her in her past.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That this series doesn't really have. There's like, oh, the dog is so cute. And then it'll be like, actually, I was thrown into the wolves to fight wild dogs, and it doesn't feel as natural as Violet Evergarden does.
Yeah,
right?
true.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, I guess, but I also get this. I understand that it's a very different type of series. Like Violet Evergarden is ultimately
a drama.
It's a
right?
drama.
It's a character-driven drama. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'd like it a little bit.
No,
Can we have that a little bit at least?
I do think like with the little bits that they show, they definitely can. They definitely can do something like that with the Violet.
Yeah.
I think.
I think the best time they did it was with the festival.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
Blending of that. Okay, here's this dark past thing, and here's this also this like slice of lifey thing that we're doing.
Yeah, and
that was the best that they did. I think.
Yeah, and also like the way both Violet and Yuki have a violent past, and they want to move past it. With like the kind of I compare this scene from Violet Evergarden with the train battle towards I think one of the second to last episode. She moves on from killing. She's like, I don't want to kill, and I parallel it with the mugger scene. With,
yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
That scene was a little bit clunky at times, but I think was the best integration of past meets present.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the show needs, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be Violet Evergarden. Okay, not every...
Obviously,
not, like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Like, this is not that.
Right? Yeah, I do think it's unfair to compare them on the same level.
Yeah.
But yeah, the comparison is unavoidable.
Yeah.
And I do also think, it is, like I said, like a very... It is a very good, like I say, mix of Violet Evergarden and Komi Can't Communicate.
Okay.
You haven't seen Komi, have you? No, yeah. So like the main character is of Yuki is very, very much a Komi.
Is it the same voice actress?
I don't know if Reina.
I was gonna compare this character to a show that you also haven't watched, My Happy Marriage, and they share the same voice actress.
Reina Ueda?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very much that shy. There's something deep within her type part, and that is wanting to burst out, right? And I think that Ueda, she does a great job at that.
Yeah. And because Komi. The funny thing is with Komi is like I told you that I'm not sure who the actress was, but like they must have had a great time because like 90% of her dialogue is. And then she's got like 4 full sentences in the whole first season.
Yeah. I mean that's the whole fucking point.
Yeah. But with this show, I love like the kind of the way the Komi does like the cute, like a moe or like a kind of chibi.
You're saying to the Yuki when she does those sort of like moe.
Yeah. It's really cute, and I think that is a great way of getting to like melt your heart with her character. The fact that the thing that really opens her up is the tonkatsu sauce. I think that is one of my favorite just like jokes of the show.
That's probably also the most interesting, like, blending of present and past too, where it, like
the blood.
It looks like blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the opening with the
opening is spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yeah,
but the I'm not sure which kanji it is, but one of the kanjis looks like blood, but then it's revealed. You see the tonkatsu
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And I want to talk about the opening and ED.
Yeah.
They are visually spectacular.
Oh yeah. I'm a sucker for when you integrate animation into like live action
shots.
Oh god.
And the way they like the first segment of the OP where they have like the manga cutouts integrated
really
with the
yes.
CG.
Yeah, no, it's spectacular.
It's beautiful, and then like the ED with like the live action kind of blurry.
Honestly, I think the OP and ED being as good as it is makes my expectations for this show a lot higher, which is why I bring up Violet Evergarden. And now after watching these episodes, I kind of understand that that's a little bit harsh to ask. I do agree with that, but I'm gonna compare this to a show. This show is a lot like Sewayaki Kitsune no Senko-san. I don't know if you've seen that. The Helpful Fox Senko.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have not seen that, but I know
So
that.
it's like that show is for like depressed salarymen.
Yeah.
To like just be gifted a waifu essentially. And this show is like for depressed NEETs in the high school to college age to just be gifted a waifu. And so I had to like release myself from these sort of loftier expectations for this show when I'm like, okay, this is not Violet Evergarden. This is just Senko-san, but for a different age bracket.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drag it over not having been this like deep like artistic piece, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It is.
But I do think that there is a lot.
Shinzo Abe would be so proud.
Yeah, he would.
He'd be like, I hope these NEETs create
Procreate,
children.
yeah.
Exactly. That's definitely the type of show that this show is.
Yeah.
So that's why, my expectations are.
But there's
not as
definitely
high anymore.
there's definitely care put into this project, and
Like every time there's an extreme close up of her face, you can see like thousands of lines in her eyebrow.
Yeah.
Like, damn, some dude got paid half a cup of noodle to do that scene, and now he's carpal tunnel. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And this one I was really enjoying the manga. I've really enjoyed this adaptation. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. It's definitely gonna go past where the manga is translated. So this one is one of my, along with Dandadan, is probably the one that I'm watching or looking forward to the most watching this season. So I'm glad you did not tear this one new asshole. I'm glad for once. And you see, I could recommend you a good show every once in a while too.
I mean, technically, I watched this before you even recommended it to me, so.
You can't keep getting away with it!